What is up, everybody? Welcome back. If you're new to the channel, welcome. This week we're out here on the California Delta, and I've only been out a few times since the last post, and things have changed quite a bit. They pretty much sprayed every mat, and the bait is abundant. The sea lions are back, and this place has been hit with the full summer of tournament fishing pressure. So today I hope to show you a couple techniques that are working for me, and it is not a thorough video on submersed vegetation, but that is pretty much where I'm finding all my keeper fish. And in the evening we will do some buzz baiting, maybe throw a Zero spook. We could throw a frog, but I'm just gonna try to give the bass a different look. Now, if you are subscribed to the channel, I appreciate you very, very much. If you like the content, find it useful, or want to support the channel, consider hitting that like button. Without further ado, let's get started. Some bait here. And this stuff is hard to get through with 1.5 ounce. We got one. Okay, that's a keeper. That's a keeper. Hold on, dude. It's a small one, but it's a keeper. All right. Got one. Another keeper. Another keeper. I wasn't even looking at that one. Oh, that's another keeper. It's a good one. Got another one. This one might be a little bit better. Yep, a little bit better. Okay, keeper number 3, guys. That one's like 4.5. Four and a half, maybe. Four. 4 1/4. 4 1/4, keeper number 3, solid. There we go. Fourth keeper. It's barely a keeper. Maybe it's definitely a keeper, but it's a small one. We'll take it. Got one. Had one. Had one. Got another one. Okay. Submerged vegetation, guys. This is where they're all going to because of all the spraying. I'm assuming it's all the spraying. There's another keeper. He's 12 inches. Small, but keeper. Okay. It's another one on the submerged. Oh, catch and release submerged vegetation. Okay. Okay. And I'm on the spinnerbait. It's a keeper on the spinnerbait. Come on. Little keeper on the spinnerbait. Another keeper. These mats haven't been sprayed. It's a nice one. Okay, small one. Catch and release. There we go. Little one. Relax. I'm gonna let you go. Okay, I'm gonna try to finesse a couple here. Since we're stopped by this log. A little windy, see if we could feel them. Feel them bite. Got one to bite it. Let's see. That's a decent one. Finesse this one. Okay. Keeper. Oh, keeper. I don't want to get my. Where's that hook? Where's that hook? Okay. Huh. Oh man, got my reel all wet. Alright, well, There's one on the Finesse Texas rig worm, paddle worm. Look at that. It's another keeper. They're roaming out here, and sometimes you do just gotta finesse them because they're highly pressured. And I know a lot of people know about this spot, so look at him, he's checking me out. All right, release. Woo! GoPro. Well, since we're stopped here, let's continue to see what we can get. This is a paddle worm, or a paddle worm, paddle tail worm. I got 1/8 ounce weight with a 4/0 hook, and yeah, this is my Delta Finesse setup. I'm fishing it on 17-pound test. I usually don't go any lower than that. In the winter, I'll go down to, oh, that one's gone. In the winter, I'll go down to, I don't know, 10, maybe 12 sometimes, but that's rare for me. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can pull another one out of here. I know they're in here. They're just, I mean, you can't get your boat through here without spooking all of them, so we'll try casting far and going in there with something quiet. You really got to watch your line, because that one I saw the line tighten and then it started taking it, so I didn't really feel anything. I knew it picked it up by looking at my line. So when you're fishing this light in the wind, you just keep a nice bow in your line and you can see everything that's pretty much going on, and then you can feel if it's got grass by just twitching it or pulling it slightly. I was swimming it back and I got this one, and I'll take it. That's the good thing about the paddle worm, is that, you know, you could just let it drop, you could dead stick it, or you can swim it and it'll come through grass pretty nice and catch you some bass pretty much year round. So, you know, there you go. It's one way to do it. Got to keep an eye on that line. We're drifting that way, and I'm reeling in really slow to keep that bow, and I'm dragging a little bit just to see if it's got grass or if anything's picked it up. And if I keep the bow tight, I'll feel a little twitch too. My rod's pretty sensitive, so I'm just kind of dragging it through over grass, letting it fall into holes, and it's got a good action. It's got a good little paddle, and that 1/8 ounce really just lets it drop into the holes and it comes out pretty easy. So I don't really go heavier than that. In the lakes I do, but when there's a lot of vegetation like here on the Delta, 1/8 ounce is pretty much as heavy as I'll go. And there are times where I do completely weightless, so you just gotta see what you prefer. Weightless, you gotta, you know, you work it very, very slow, and this I can work a little bit faster. Oh, something picked it up. Something picked it up. All right, there we go. I was watching my line get a little bit tighter. In this, you do have to give it a good hook set, which is fun. You just gotta reel in your slack. It's another keeper. Maybe not. Just under, maybe just under. Yeah, it's a nice one though.